So my name is Dr. Hussain Mohammad Rizwan Al-Karim. I'm an RMO here at Evercare Hospital, Dhaka. You're working with something that you know little about or almost nothing, so that becomes a little bit challenging. There was this fear factor about this unknown virus that came into the country, but the fear was mainly more of regarding our family, so that we don't become infected and then infect our families in turn. There's obviously the physical difficulties as well, such as being wrapped up in PP for extended periods of time, which does not allow much air entry. So we actually start sweating from the moment we put them on. On top of that, we also have to wear N95, the respirators, and then I'll add layers to that via surgical mask. So we're basically covered from top to toe, and it can get really hot inside there. I do remember this one male patient who was in his mid-30s. He had COVID. One day when I was done with my work, I had exited the ward. Suddenly that patient developed an increased requirement for oxygen, and so he started to panic, and then I received a phone call that the patient was asking for my presence. I got suited up again with the PPE, and then I went directly to his room, where he was looking at me with very helpless eyes, probably expecting me to perform some sort of a miracle so that he can breathe at ease again. But unfortunately, that's not the case with COVID. He was also telling me about how he had lost his brother about 1 week back to COVID-19. Also, he had left a very young daughter at home. He was longing to get back to. I stayed there with him for about 15 to 20 minutes and tried to counsel him and made him do some maneuvers which had at that time brought down the oxygen requirement for a little while. But thankfully, after a few days, he did make the recovery, and on the day of discharge, when I wasn't on duty on the COVID ward, but he happened to meet me outside. And although I could not see through his mask, but he did express a lot of gratitude, and I could feel that he was smiling all through. It is actually our goal to help alleviate the symptoms and hopefully cure the patient of the disease and then send them back home to their families. If and when we're finally able to achieve it, it does feel really wonderful, and the smile that they have on their faces are actually quite rewarding for us.